Good morning, everybody, and as always, happy Monday to you. So today is video 3 in our Journey to Wellness series. And before we go into today's topic, I'm just going to do a very quick recap on the last 2 videos. And again, the theme for today, and this is probably going to be the last day for this, is still sticking to the mind. So in video 1, we spoke about how to figure out where you are with your thoughts right now, right? Sitting down, whether it's through journaling or meditation, but sitting down and figuring out where are your thoughts right now? Do my thoughts have a theme, right? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they angry? Are they anxious? Are they happy? Whatever it might be. But starting this journey to wellness, we need to figure out where are we starting our journey with where our thoughts and our feelings and emotions are at. In video 2, we sort of talked about a little bit of how to go from where we are, and that was that grateful journaling or grateful meditation, where we create a practice every day. It doesn't need to be very long, but where we sit down and we start creating or cultivating positive and grateful thoughts and emotions. Now in this third video, because I do want to keep building onto this for your mind, so we start with figuring out where we are with our thoughts. Then we move on to creating more positive and grateful and elevated emotions. Now I'd like to end this piece with what do we do with all of this? And this comes into a very ancient and powerful practice that I only discovered a few years ago and have been playing with every day. And it has honestly changed my life in incredible ways that I never possibly imagined. And that is known as manifestation, right? So we were told, when we were kids, it's like, oh, you can do anything you want in this life. You can be anything you want to be. And that might be true to a certain extent. But, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut like a lot of other kids. And then I think I was in like middle schoolish maybe when I realized I can't do friggin' math to save my life, man. And then I kind of realized the odds of me being an astronaut are probably not very good. But what the power of manifestation is really telling you is that it's not so much about being what you want to be, but you can be how you want to be, if that makes any sense at all. As in, if I am unhappy, I can be happy. If I feel unsuccessful, I can be successful. It's not so much concerning ourselves with what exactly is happening in this realm of, let's just say, form, because the realm of form is constantly changing. Those of us that live in Maryland, we know this with the seasons, right? The fall, the winter, the spring. Things are always changing around, right? I've heard it said once, all structures are unstable. So let's not so much look into this world or realm of form for our sense of self or a sense of success or our happiness, because again, it's constantly changing and it's very fleeting. But instead look within and realize that I can be whoever or whatever or however I want to be. And that is through the power of manifestation. So if I want to be peaceful and happy and positive, that comes from within and not my external circumstances, right? A really, really quick story. It was years before I even got into manifestation, but I had a client whom already was successful with her health and weight loss journey a couple years before she came to me, and she was looking more for like strength and balance. And I had to ask her, how did you lose that much weight? Because it was a significant amount of weight. It was close to 100 pounds. And she said to herself, or said to me, you know what I did was when I finally got sick of how unhealthy I was, I thought to myself before everything I would do, what would a healthy person do? And she's like, and I did that for about a year. And then after that, I noticed that my mindset just changed to a healthy person's mindset. She's like, I thought like a healthy person, I felt like a healthy person, and eventually I became a healthy person. And I remember going, oh my gosh, like it's so profound and so simple. But the same thing, like with grateful journaling, for instance. If I want to be a happy and peaceful and grateful person, I just start making my thoughts and emotions that way, and then you do become that. So how does manifestation essentially work? So the beautiful piece about this, people, is we already started building on that. Whether it's meditation or journaling, right? We sit down, we figure out where our thoughts are at. As we said in the last one, we start, creating some gratitude, making some positivity in our life. But here's the important part of this. Just like the client I was talking about, is when we open our eyes, right? If we say, I want to be a happy person, I want to be a grateful person, I want to be a peaceful person, and this is where the big important part of this is then we believe that we already are that. We believe that we are peaceful. We believe that we are happy. We believe that we are successful. We do not believe that we are going to be. Because subconsciously in our mind, when I say something like, I am going to be peaceful, I'm going to be happy, the mind has this sort of subconscious sense of lack, that it is not happy, but it will be in the future, where that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about sitting there and saying that I am happy, and then believing that, or whatever it is that you want. I want to be financially successful. I want to do this or do that. But you need to believe that you are, and that will create the thoughts, the feelings, all of that goes along with that. Now, very quickly, how does any of this work? This isn't some woo-woo magic stuff, really. This is essentially science in a way. And why that is we know now that everything in this world is energy. More specifically, everything in this world of form is vibrating. Different frequencies, but it's all energy, and it is all vibrating. Even this little rail behind me is vibrating. It's just vibrating very slowly, and it's not something that we can see moving, but it is. Now, what happens is thoughts and emotions are also energy, and they're also vibrating. So when we are giving off certain thoughts and having certain emotions, right? We talked about before, thoughts are electrical signals. Feelings are both a chemical response and have a magnetic effect. And we have this sort of connection that goes between them, okay? And then when we have certain thoughts and certain feelings, that's gonna send off a certain type of vibration, and that vibration will match whatever this future is that we're looking for. So if we are creating and believing that we are happy and peaceful, or whatever it is you want, and believing it, it is going to match with the vibration of that future. And then that is how you will quite literally manifest the life that you want to live. As I like to say, you create and live the life you want. I thank you guys, and I really hope this helps. I have one little bonus piece for this, so if you want, you can tune out now. If you've had enough, I know I'm at 7.5 minutes. But I think this is something that's worth saying, and something that really did have an effect on me years ago. So there was a story I read. It was a fantasy story, but it's stuck in my mind for years, where there's a main character in the story whom is a master of dreams, right? He can go into his dream and other people's dreams, and he can play around. And he tells the main protagonist at one point, I prefer the realm of dreams to the world of living. So the main protagonist has to ask him, like, well, why are you doing? Like, they're on this journey or whatever. And he's like, then why are you here? And the guy said, you know what? To have interesting dreams, you have to have an interesting life. You have to go and meet new people, see new places, have new experiences, or you're just going to keep dreaming the same old things. Use the power of manifestation, use the power of thought and meditation, use those things. But man, go out there and live your freaking life. Try something new, meet a new person, have a new conversation, create a new experience. Carrie Lyric and I the other day stopped by this creamery that we've been passing for God knows how long, and finally we decided to stop there. Probably one of the most beautiful days and experiences I've ever had in my life. But these new things change you. Right? Once you have the power of manifestation and you can manifest the dreams and the desires that you want, it's beautiful. But go out there, man, and experience life so you can create new dreams, new desires, and create a life that you literally have never imagined before. As always, thank you again, guys. I truly, truly hope that this helps you some. Enjoy this beautiful day. Goodbye.